Oh, say does that star-spangled banner o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a who my opponent is.
Oh, wow! He drills it from deep.
Into this game and I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down to just one of the places.
Takes flight. Oh, down. Clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Reporting from the sidelines. GA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, GA. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Jaylen Brown out there with White. Then there's Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Williams at the four-man position. And for New Orleans, McCollum and Jones are their guards. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4. And Valanciunas at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot.
And, guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8 pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Williamson outside. And it's sent back by Horford. Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
What an athletic move by Tatum, going up like nothing could stop him.
Here's Ingram. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. And that one drops for him.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Brown, good.
Credit the D for being right on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's just too crafty and too confident down near the hoop.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Tatum. Here's Ingram. And Tatum pulls it down. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Mental toughness on the road.
Just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something. McCollum with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Outside, Jones. And McCollum now atop the key. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
Now here's McCollum. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And it's Ingram missing.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Jones against Brown. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Shot from 12. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
Now McCollum. Ingram outside. Shoots from the line. Here's Williamson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Yeah, Zion's going to bring that to the table right there. A presence on the boards and determined to score once he gets his hands on that rock.
Now here's White. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. And it's Brown missing. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jones dishes to Williamson. Pass to McCollum. The three. No good. Shot missing. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Now here's Tatum. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And here's McCollum following the three-pointer by Derek White. And Valanciunas kicks to Ingram on the left block, and he nails the jumper.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Outside Williams. Back to White. Passes to Tatum. The feed now to Brown. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
Williams, a screen on McCollum. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And here's McCollum. He's got 6. Williamson is screen on White. Tries from 10, and that one goes long.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And it's Brown missing. Pelicans trail by 5. Williamson finds Jones. Back to Williamson. And there's the pass to McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got 8 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Right side Horford. Back to White. Horford sets a screen for White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And he knocks down the first one. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Boston. And both free throws good for White.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Alvarado. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. From about 19 feet, Graham with the bucket.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Pelicans trail by 3. Tries from 10. And it's White with the rebound. Boston's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Brogdon. Graham, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Valanciunas on the roll. Really hard to convince somebody to get in front of that.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Valanciunas.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Pritchard. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Four on the clock. Latrey connects from three-point range. Brown's got 8.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Brogdon. And the basket by Alvarado.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Daniels kicks to Green. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Boston shooting an impressive 60% early. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Graham missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up with the Celtics. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA.
That free throw, no good.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
And he sinks the second. The Pelicans trail. Alvarado passes to Marshall. Graham with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Really, Hernan Gomez does things the right way, this time executing in the screen and roll.
to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Outside to Brogdon. Boston again missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Graham against Brogdon. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Graham.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Brown.
Personal foul. 14 foul. Now into the lineup for your Pelicans. Number 25.
So it's Boston now. Here's Hauser. They get it back. Cornette, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Marshall sets a screen for Graham. Daniels from outside. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Pass to Pritchard. Shoots over Graham. Pritchard gets the bucket. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks to Graham. Launches it. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. Pass to Cornette. He tries for 3. That one, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. To the inside. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
So it's the Pelicans now. Now Graham, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Clock at 6. The pass to Alvarado. Offline with his 3. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Pelicans lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
30.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. On the floor for Boston, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hauser in at the 4 slot. Tatum way outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. From deep, knocks it loose. Boston trailing. play. Just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And with every season, Brand, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Mr. Williamson. Ingram with it. The rebound by Brogdon. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Boston. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
A fluid, talented scorer with length. Tatum is hard to defend because of that versatility.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Good from the line that time. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Ingram deciding where to go with it. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Brandon Ingram, a constant threat on the offensive end. A little bit of work right there in the mid-range.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Ingram dishes to Jones. Back to Ingram. Fires from deep. Cranes the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. Makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far. This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McCollum, no good. Jones against White. Pass to Williams. The shot comes out. Good D by Williamson. In the corner, it's Ingram. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Ingram outside. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Williamson. Tries again. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And so here is New Orleans after the basket by Boston. And stolen by Tatum. It's White on the wing. The kick out to Williams. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
The pass to McCollum. This one for 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Pritchard. Horford with the screen on McCollum. Outside, Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Knocked it down there. As his career has gone on, Al Horford has added more and more to his outside game.
McCollum left side. Yep, that one goes in there. McCollum's got 13.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The 8-footer, rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds to Jones. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. McCollum trying to get open. Second shot opportunity. And Williamson with the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
That's a tremendous combination down there of strength and Zion's length. He's going to dominate any defender around the rim.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Now a look at the stats for him. Boston trails by 3. Pass to Brown. Tipped away. Pass to Horford from outside the arc. That one's not going to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Rebound, Boston. Outside, Tatum. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And Coach was talking about the muscle Tatum's packed onto his frame. He said now he has the power of a power forward. We saw it on display right there.
Now here's Ingram. 8 points for him. McCollum outside. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. Boston trails by 4. And here's White. He has 7. Brown outside. It's Williams, high post. Here's Horford. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. McCollum against White. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. He dishes it to McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Boston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Passes it to Horford. To the paint. Here's Tatum. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Over in the corner, Marshall. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. And it's Boston with another.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Now the pass to Marshall. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Over Horford. No good from Valanciunas.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Tatum. 16 points for him. Brown wide open. He fires. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And White kicks to Williams. Knocked away. And they recover it. Tatum finds White. Second chance shot. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jones making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Boston. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've been slightly off the mark here early in the season. Not awful by any stretch of the imagination, but just not quite at the level many had predicted.
Well, it's been an R&B start for them, very smooth. And for all the talk coming into the year that they were just going to run away and hide at the top of the standings, it's looking like it might be not so easy for them.
Now here's Graham, and that one good. Graham's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
It's tipped. They get it back.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Tatum. To the wing on the left.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Beyond the arc. The shot will not fall. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Three-pointer, Graham. A rebound by the Celtics. Cornette's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
For Boston, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good from Brown. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
He hits both from the stripe.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Alvarado passes to Marshall. Rebounded by Hauser. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 13-5 run here. There's the screen. Pass to Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Pritchard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Celtics. Pelicans trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And 1:01 left in the first half. Here's Pritchard. 9 points in the game so far. From about 19 feet. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Graham kicks to Marshall. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Shoots the 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes it to Alvarado. Back to Graham. A jump hook. No good from Valanciunas. And so it's Boston, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see them go in early. And it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings.
Checking out the Celtics. They've been holding it down since last of our power rankings, man. 2 wins in 3 tries, that's good stuff.
It's okay. I feel like 3 wins and no losses could be good. Above 500 over the last 3. It's all right.
Let's switch it up and talk about the first half. How about the production from Jason Tatum?
You don't need to be a genius to know that shooting over 50% is a good thing. You got some big shoulders carrying this offense.
Is that why my shoulders are so big from carrying this show for so long? And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Celtics leading by 8. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Tatum gets the bucket.
Diverse in terms of his offensive talents. Tatum is the type of player who you expect to score at least 20 every night.
Now here's McCollum. Valanciunas dishes to Ingram. There's the feed to Jones. Tries yet again. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low and stolen by Williamson. And the pass to McCollum. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
first one falls for him.
And C.J. McCollum just relied upon for the incredible leadership qualities he possesses, and that kind of respect comes right away when C.J. steps into the locker room.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
That one is off. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career. And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Pelicans trail by 7. Williamson up top. Lobs it up there for Ingram.
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Right the pass to Brown. And that one drops. 14 points for Jaylen Brown.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ingram. Outside Tatum. Williams with a clean look. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists here tonight. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. McCollum dishes to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Jones. White against McCollum. Jones for 3. And Horford pulls it down. Celtics leading by 7. Feeds it to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Ingram outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
He's off on the first.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Picked by Williams. The three from Tatum. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
To halt the run. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 9 on the bucket from Jones.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Brogdon, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at New Orleans. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Jones kicks to Ingram. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Brown, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Pelicans trail by 12. Kicks to McCollum. And that one is off. White with the defensive effort. He feeds it to Horford. Over McCollum. The 15-footer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. McCollum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Floats it up for Williamson. And they get it back. On the basket by Jones.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Brogdon. Outside, Horford. Hits the 3-point bomb. Horford's got 6 points.
three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
For three, Ingram. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Right the pass to Brogdon. Now the feed to Horford. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists now in this one. McCollum with the ball. He's got 18. Ingram outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Marshall, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson. The past month has been surreal, averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Now White, 12 points for him. Here's Brogdon. That one falls.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Austin with the ball. Horford sets a screen for Brogdon. Horford in the post. 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. White the pass to Hauser. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. 11-point game. The dish to McCollum. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Marshall passes to Ingram. White with the defensive effort.
I'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Malcolm Brogdon. How his last 10 games have gone. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Here's Ingram. He's got 19. Pass to Williamson. No good. Good work defensively by Horford.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Pelicans trail by 14. Now here's McCollum. He's got 18. Here's Ingram. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Ingram's got 21.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Ingram against White. Horford with a screen on Ingram. Here's White. That one doesn't drop. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Back to McCollum. It's Ingram on the wing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Celtics leading by 12. And here's White. He's got 13. To the middle. Fades. And Cornette gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Three-pointer, Graham. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
And the first one drops. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brogdon hits them both. Pelicans trail by 16. Ingram kicks to Marshall. New Orleans moving the ball around. And it's Graham missing.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Inside, here's Tatum. Can't hit that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Here's Alvarado. He can't get that one. Good D by Brogdon. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Boston. Tatum passes to Cornette. White left side. Over Graham. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Marshall. And contact on. The shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for White. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Boston with it. 13-point lead. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Here's Brogdon. Yep, it counts. And now that's 11 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 21. The 10-footer. Here's Valanciunas. In the corner, it's Ingram. And Boston with the rebound. Cornette's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Brogdon with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Lets the three fly. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Ingram. Rebounded by Hauser.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Tatum. Here's the 3. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than many scouts thought he might be.
There's the triple. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Brown outside. Over Daniels. Passes it to Hauser. Tatum dishes to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. There's the pass to Marshall. And here's Daniels. McCollum right side. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. McCollum's got 20 points.
I feel like the team right now is accepting the fact that C.J. McCollum is on fire, so they're looking for him on possessions in the half court.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
New Orleans moving it around. A three from McCollum. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
Taking 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Brent, with the way shooting has evolved, do you think they might move the three-point line further out at some point?
I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I have heard some great ideas, and who knows?
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hernan Gomez has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jackson. Hayes in for Marshall. He hits the second from the line. The Pelicans making a switch here. And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson up top. 2 free throws coming up, and they... call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring, and he's going to draw some fouls.
Williamson taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
I mean, the excitement around Zion is completely undeniable. He's so explosive and he's so dynamic. It'll be interesting to see where he can take his talents.
Here's Pritchard. They set the pick. Here's Hauser. Pass to Cornette. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Graham. McCollum outside. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, CJ McCollum. At the line for two.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Three from the inbound. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Pritchard. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. New Orleans gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by Cornette.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And they double up Brown. The pass to Pritchard. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6.
Ooh. Okay.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bring him against White. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 26 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's White, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. He kicks it to Daniels. Back to McCollum with the shot. Offensive rebound. And it's Graham missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in.
For your Pelicans,
on defense, Boston. Williamson, the pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Hauser, and Brown throws it down hard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's McCollum. They can't stop the run with that one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Good on the shot.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now. I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. And then for Boston, Vonleh's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Jackson in for Derek White. So he gets them both. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Here's Pritchard. The wide open look here for Vonleh. And again, Boston with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Pritchard. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Drains the three-pointer.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Now here's Jackson, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Jackson. Tries a three. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
Here's Pritchard. Brent, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time where you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
Picked him clean. And here's the fast break. Williamson outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Daniels kicks to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Vonleh. Rebound Boston. Hauser's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Pritchard. Shoots. Boston again missing. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. On the wing, Daniels. New Orleans moving the ball around. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Daniels.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And the basket by Alvarado.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Pritchard. Ball stolen. To the left wing. Williamson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Rebound Boston. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Out to the right wing. Vonleh, the pass to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you've got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
The first one falls. Jones checked in for Williamson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Now here's Jackson. Shot clock at 5.
New Orleans foul. Daniels. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team, Justin Jackson at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Both free throws good from Jackson. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williamson outside. Jones the pass to Alvarado. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans. Here's Pritchard. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Hauser. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Alvarado. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.